Welcome back, everybody. Thanks for joining Copper Coins Coin Roll Hunt Reveal E305, a 55D plastic tube roll. And we're back to continue this search, see what we can find. We got Paul Adams, Dan, Eric, the other Eric. So all the Erics are here. Farm Dog and Parvis, welcome to the show. Draw another chip. Oh, look at that. That's going to be an easy one. Number 1. If I miss that one, I'm in trouble. Go ahead and dump these. That is all of them. And we will get going. Farm Dog, we have Doug Rezak. Welcome again. And T-Rep is the winner of the giveaway. That was hard. I'm going to think of a different way to do the giveaway. I've got to give it some thought. All right, there's Stan. There is T-Rep. And we will get the coin show on the road. Uh-oh. Houston, we have a problem. Well, this roll ain't no good. So, let me see what I can do while finding another roll. This should be a roll that I have a bunch of. Wow, that's got all sorts of stuff in it. That will be one that maybe I'll search tomorrow. All right, let's see what I got back here in one of these little boxes. What's this? See what we got here. All right, should be good. See what we can do again, hopefully. We will look at the first 10 or so reverses. Matter of fact, let me check right now. I don't think there's anything for reverses. We do have quite a bit of double die obverses, but no double die reverses. So I'll look at the first 10. Coin number 2 for Carl. Let me look somewhere else. This roll might not work either. Let's see what's in here. 53. Ooh. Let's see if I got a better roll than that one. Here, 55S, 55S. That one has been searched. P, we're getting close. 5D. Let's see what this one looks like. All right, we're going to start this over. This roll looks like crap. I don't want to sell that to you. So we're going to put this one back in this roll, and maybe me and you will do this. We'll start with T-Rep again. All right, try this one more time. That actually looks like an original roll. Nice. All right. Take 3. Ooh, ton of meniscus. That goes pretty good. Did they put that gel in there too, Farm Dog? I've had friends had that gel implant, and they actually said it works pretty good. I got a knee that's been bothering me for ever since I did the floor in my wife's office. No? Just a clean out, huh? All right. Well, definitely take it easy. Yeah, definitely take it easy. Coin number 3 for Sissy. I'm going to just go a little bit in. Just to get a little better look. We'll have a 51S roll, and I think that's going to be an exciting roll. I can't see real good because it's taped shut, but it does look like the end coin on the bottom is an RPM. So got high hopes for that roll. I did, Farm Dog. I just opened those up. And one of them I've looked at, and the other one I was working on, it's set aside, and then I had to start doing reveal stuff. So as soon as I get done doing reveal stuff, I will pick back up on it. I was working on your coin and Chris Hurley's coins a couple days back. When I get your coin done, I got some coins for Mark Thomas that I'm going to start working on. Then I'm free after that. Yeah, the one is a 15D. I don't think that's anything. And the other one, I believe that was 1mm9. You would writ that on the back with a question mark. I do believe you're correct about that. But I have to look a little further. Later die state. Real late die state on these coins. That term busy is relative. I mean, most of the time it's just looking at coins. But I do have stuff I got to do around here too. And the way we've been getting rain, my lawn has been crazy. Unbelievable. I've lived here, this is the 11th year, and I've never seen anything like it. I cut the lawn last Saturday, and I had to cut it again Wednesday, and it was over a foot tall on Wednesday. And it's Friday, and it's already 6 inches tall. So I'm going to end up having to probably cut it tomorrow or the next day, which is crazy. I mean, usually I cut every 3 or 4 days, but it's 6 inches. It's not a foot. The lawnmower barely goes through it. I'm about killing myself. And of course, everybody's like, get a rider, get a rider. The riders aren't going through it because the ground is so juicy. Coin number 9 for Stan. One of the earlier die state coins, even though it is well into mid die state, that we have seen in this roll. Little die clash right there. St. Augustine. No. I'm on Southwest Florida, Dan. I'm about 100 miles south of Tampa. Then, of course, the drainage ditches, they're not going down at all. Just because we've gotten about 30 inches of rain in the last week, 2 weeks. It's definitely been moist. They only grow 2 types of grass here. It's like St. Augustine types, and there's another type, might be Bermuda. And they're basically weeds. I think in the north they call it crabgrass. But it is thick. I mean, it's super thick. Yeah, those are Bahia. Bahia is another grass. And some people do have some what's called bent grass in their yard. A little struck through right at the one. The bent grass is basically the grass that looks like a putting green, that real fine stuff. But that doesn't grow real long. But heck, that stuff's 3 inches tall. It stalls your mower out because it's so thick. You almost got to have a special mower for it. Chubby Pop Chaser. Actually, I think he was the last person I was working on a package for. That Zoysia, I think that's like a St. Augustine hybrid. That grass, they say, can grow anywhere without water and all that other stuff, and it's real expensive. They sell that here. Ah, all right. Well, you come from here, so a lot of people like their lawns here, but now there's so many restrictions. Nobody really has a great lawn anymore because you're not allowed to fertilize it. You're not allowed to put weed killer down. You're not allowed to do all sorts of stuff. And you basically can't water it unless I tell you you can. So many people are down here now that there's not enough groundwater to do it like they used to. And well, at least by my house, we don't have the big irrigation ponds that the city pumps out of. That was the nice thing when I was in around Orlando. They had city irrigation water, and it was free. Wanted to cut my grass 2 hours ago and couldn't because I saw the dust storm. Ah, yeah, we don't get that too much, but I end up having to cut my grass when it's soaking wet. for about 5 months out of the year, so I wear lawnmowers out pretty fast. I do got to say that my next lawnmower purchase will be a rider. At this age, I'm going to enjoy myself while I cut the lawn. Probably will have to buy a hand mower too. But all in all, I do a third of an acre with a hand mower. And if I don't do it early in the morning, it's like torture. But I do enjoy cutting grass. I mean, that's one thing I've always enjoyed. Most of my neighbors hire people to cut their grass. They're all like, "Oh, it's only $25," and it's like, yeah, I don't know, $100 a month. That to me is all my beer money basically for a year. Next coin for T-Rep. It keeps you in shape too, Doug. Just that little bit of walking. I mean, people don't realize it. You cut a third of an acre, you've taken almost 10,000 steps by the time you're done. So you've done your 4 or 5 mile hike. All right, don't see the die marker I've seen on most of the late die state coins on this one, so we will look at the reverse. Dirty Water, welcome to the show. Last roll was found nothing, and this so far is nothing. We did have one decent struck through. Guess there was a couple lamb peels on the 64D roll. Not giant ones. There's that coin. The original roll I sold turned out to be mixed roll, 55, 56, 57D, so I got another one. And believe it or not, these are in better shape than those coins were. They actually look good when they're not under the scope. But they definitely are not graders by any means. Sunday, the 51S roll, it looks to be a good one. I was peeking at it this morning, and I looked through the bottom of the roll. Where is that roll? Is that right here? And I believe there is an RPM, first coin, down there. Working and it sucks. Yeah, we did a lot of work around the house this morning. I was working in the office, so it wasn't too bad. But my wife did a lot. She groomed the dog, and we've got a long-haired dachshund, and she can be a lot of maintenance with the hair around her feet and under her ears and stuff like that. So she did that. And there's one. Let's see what we can find on this one. That's actually kind of a decent one, it looks like. See what we can find here. Probably we'll start at the back and move forward. All right, pretty significant. That is not it. All right, there's that. We found it. It is 1MM53. There's those. There's those. Looks to have every marker so far. So this is as found on copper coins. Let's check the reverse. And there's that. So we've got 100% match for 1MM53. We write a note and put it on here, 1MM053. So our first find for the roll. Back this down a little bit. Little lamb on the bust. Let me look. No, it's just some funky die scratches. Coin 25 for Stan. You been searching any coins, Parvis? I know you search a lot of bank boxes too, if I remember right. Ouroboros. You know, I figured that was you, Roger. And welcome to the show. All right, find anything good? Find anything good, Parvis? You should have a lot of coins to look through. W quarters, nice. I do think the Mint needs to do another program like that. It doesn't even have to be quarters. They could make San Francisco dimes or anything. Or like somebody says, even make a million commemoratives of something and throw them out into circulation. There's a lot of cool stuff like that, Roger. The Indian heads, the repunch date stuff is pretty good too, but there's a lot of stuff on I think it's Colombian cents. A lot of repunched dates in unique stuff. Zinc wheats, there you go. Hey Mark, how you doing today? Just something different. You know, they always say they're interested in fueling the collectors. And if they did something like that, it probably would help their commemorative type business too, because you're creating more collectors. I mean, they don't have to give super valuable coins away. They just have to make something that's semi-collectible. I mean, like the W quarters. It's like you're basically talking, they're kind of worth like $10 a piece. Maybe more if they're in really great condition. and they probably will always be worth at least 10 bucks a piece. I mean, it's not going to be like the speared bison or something, or you know, that all of a sudden right now it's real, or 10 years ago, 20 years ago, it's super popular, and now either everybody has one or they don't care anymore. Also collect war nickels. I actually collect war nickels too. I just bought a few war nickels. I am a war nickel lover. That's cool, Roger. I've got one, and I found it in my pocket change. That's the only one I got. I've never really looked for them, though, except for my pocket change. Coin 35 for Sissy. So 1 measly RPM. Hopefully we get at least a couple more of them. The roll does seem to contain the same die pairs, so that is not out of the realm of possibilities. Well, I thought that was the double die at first, but it's a dirt speck. When you turn it this way with the dirt speck, it sure does look good. So I am going to try and do the 51S roll a little later in the afternoon, so the people on the wrong coast can join us. Alright, this one looks to have a doubled eyelid on it. Kind of hard to see. There it is right there. See if we can find this one. Not that one, not that one. Oh, there's a little RPM on it too. This is listed. This is 1DO007 and 1MM 39. Let me make a note of that. So our second die variety of the roll. I do recheck these rolls too, so there it goes there. If I did miss something, even though I didn't recognize that coin as being in the die pairs that I looked at, So at least we didn't get skunked on this roll, but not a fabulous roll as far as die varieties go. Is that it again? Well, it is. That is 1DO7 also. And I know for a fact that I saw another one that is in the pile. So I will research the pile after I'm done to get that one out. What kind of goodies did you find on the Shield Sense? That's one thing I don't search enough of just because I just don't like the feel of them in my hand. They're so small and have no weight or anything to them. They just don't feel right between my fingers. 38 looked like a bar L. Well, let me see. It is not. It is got some die deterioration on the upper part of the L and the bars, but it is not a double die. But I always appreciate when people see stuff and I don't. So always bring that stuff up. This one should be a 1DO. There it is. And it should be hard to see, but it's an RPM down there. Very minor split serif RPM. Probably wouldn't be listed if it wasn't with the doubled die. So there's another 1DO007. Well, I'm going to rip through these 40 coins here after I'm done and see if anybody else got one, because there's a marker that pops right out. And I'm just going to look for the marker to see if I can find them real quick. Laminated war nickel. All right. Next year's World Fair, I believe, is in Pittsburgh. That might be one we end up going to. I'm not sure. There's the 1DO. Here's the little marker I'm picking up. There's a little gouge right here. And then when you turn the coin, you get these die scratches. And I'm going to go see if there's anything else here. Oh, nose, die scratches on the nose, right there. These die scratches. Let's look at the reverse, just to see if we're working with the same. And a little bit earlier die state. Not much though. That is there. All right. Yep, just all the markers for the reverse are there. So another one, I will whip through, like I say, after we're done with these coins and pick out the rest of them, because I know there's more. Seeing that die crack or the die gouge. Next coin is for Crispy. 1DO20. Oh, that's great. That's great. Picking them out. You get good at it if you keep doing it. There is no doubt that practice is the secret to this hobby. The more you look, the easier things are. And when you find good stuff, the more you understand what to look for also. You know, I see so many people post about doubled dies. These are doubled dies. And they don't get it. And then all of a sudden, you look at their posts and they're posting real doubled dies because they've actually found real doubled dies and they get it. They're like, whoa, this is totally different than what I used to think. And that is the inherent problem with Facebook in itself. Is you look at 90% of the posts are treasure hunters. And I understand the need to find treasure, the want to find treasure. And you don't find it if you don't look for it. But it's called treasure because it's hard to find. Not because it's easy. You know, I had a friend walk in and say, whoa, look at all those coins. Is there anything good in there? I says, there's literally 20,000 $5 coins. But most of them cost a penny, you know? Who won the giveaway? T-Rap did. It was the first coin in the roll, Parvis. That went to T-Rep Adventures. All right, let me rifle back through these coins real quick to see. Shouldn't be too hard. Just about 25 more to go. Grab another pile. Let me grab this and see just how easy that is to see. Oh, it's very easy to see. All right, so that's no problem. I can go faster. Nothing so far. That would be weird if... I know I missed at least one. That would be weird if they were all at the end of the roll. All right, last pile. There's one. Oh, coin number 1. All right, there's one for T-Rep. Oh, that's 19. Coin 19. And there's one for DC. I knew I had seen that mark. In the roll. So 1 RPM. And I'll give you a recap of the DDO. The DDOs, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and they go to Stan, Taco John, T-Rep, DC, 75 and Pennies, and Mark Thomas. And then 1 RPM in the roll, and that goes to Indigenous Treasures. I want to thank everyone for joining, and I hope to see everybody Sunday for the 51S roll. Like I say, I have a feeling that one's going to be a good one. So I hope to see everybody there. Maybe I'll get on tomorrow and look at some coins that are on my desk. I got some partial rolls, and I've got those 2 rolls that I was going to do for the 55D roll. Might as well look through those. And so I'll see y'all soon, or I'll see you around the neighborhood. You guys have a great weekend. Bye.